Alright, so got everything in the ground here. I left the tags by the hot peppers here so that I'll know what those plants are. Haven't watered these yet, but I'm going to bring the water over here in a second. I'm going to hit these tomato plants too that I planted a couple days ago. They're really wanting some water, so they're going to get some water. Here, this one's actually got some little tomatoes on it. It's doing better than I would expect given how kind of badly I've treated it. Get this guy some water too while I'm at it. I'll probably throw a bunch of water about the garden. Probably not all of it, but I'll try to at least get, main sections. Everything's growing really well. A lot of cool growth, a lot of stuff going on. The rhubarb, definitely going to have to get some water over for the rhubarb too. It's not doing badly, but it could use some water. Alright, so we got the peppers in the garden. We got the tree over here. Gave it water for a good while. I'll probably give it some more water again once I'm done watering other things. I've got the little cherry bush over here. Put it right by the corner of the house. It's getting its water now. So hopefully we'll have some more cherries. You can never have too many cherries. Oh, and I do like to leave the tags on the plants. But I'm trying to keep an eye on them to make sure they're not too tight. This one actually, its tag was super, super, super tight. It was up here, right around this one. I don't know if you can kind of see the damage there, but it was really tight. So I actually took it off and I put it down on this smaller branch so that it will still have its tag, but it won't be so tight. I figure the tags will help me know what things are, but I don't want to hurt the plants either, so I guess I'll just keep them on for a while, moving the smaller branches. That's the only one I've had to move, and I just got it, and it already needed to be moved. So most of them are pretty loose where they're at. And then I've got the cypress over here. I will say having two hoses has been nice. I'm really glad I put that splitter in and got the second hose. It's been making life pretty good because I can leave water in two different places and let it go and then come out, 10-15 minutes later and move it, and I can hit twice as many areas that way. So this is getting its water now. We'll get some water to the garden. I have a helper. He keeps following me around. And then hopefully everything does well. I'm going to try to be really good about watering these trees and making sure they get plenty of water because I don't want them to die. So everything else has been growing well. Lots of good foliage, lots of healthy growth. Everything's looking pretty happy. For the most part, obviously a few hiccups, bamboo, but overall things have been looking good. A couple of the bamboo have been struggling. I probably going to water the bamboo some here before I, there's a little bug on there, before I finish watering today. I'll probably hit the bamboo. But anyways, got those in, got them in right away, got them watering right away. So get them a good start. Give them the best chance of survival. So I'm really bummed about the trees not surviving. I feel bad having to go and get new ones, but most of the trees have done well. I only had those two are the only two that have died. So, alright. All the others are doing well. The apple trees, the willow tree, this one here, this one's going crazy. It is just growing and growing and growing. It pulled leaves out super early too. It was one of the first trees to have leaves on it in the spring. And it just has, it's growing out of the base, it's growing out of the branches, it's growing out of everywhere except the very top. It's got a little section at the top that's not looking so hot. But other than that, it's doing really, really well. And if you look here, you can kind of see some sort of damage there where it stopped growing in the top. So you can see it kind of got trimmed off, and then down here there's some scarring. So I may trim some of those dead branches off so it can grow, but yeah. Other than that, it's looking real happy. It's got a little bit of a split here too. I wonder why it's doing that. Makes me nervous. But I think it'll be fine. It's doing well. It's got me. Those two dying have got me a little worried. So when I took the pictures in, they said one of the things that might have been an issue with this one here is these roots should have been lower under the ground. I think what happened is when I piled the dirt up around it, I didn't pile it up as high as I should have, and then when it settled even lower. And then it was, so when I put them in later into the summer. It was like mid-July. It was a bit later into the summer than what it is now. And it got super, super hot about a week after I put them in. Just scorching, scorching hot. So I don't know if that could have contributed to it, if there could have been some issue with the tree, some issue with how I put it in. But we got the new ones. We're going to keep them alive. We are going to keep them alive. So we'll have beautiful trees. And yeah. Anyways, that's what I've done today.